So what are the foundational pieces you have to have in place to have really big impact with your online course? So if your goal is that you want to create an online course that generates 6 figures or multi-6 figures or even 7 figures and have that kind of impact helping people, there's certain steps you have to take and foundational pieces that you have to have in place. And I'm going to walk through those. And also, this method that I'm about to walk you through is delivered in much greater detail in the book that I released recently called The Expert Called You. So you can get a free copy of that book by looking at the link below in the copy of this video. And what I'm going to do is highlight what those 6 pieces are. So first of all, the first piece that you really have to have in place to have really big impact is you have to identify, step 1, your sweet spot. Your sweet spot is that place where your skills, your experience, your talent, your passion lines up with a problem that your ideal audience has. So you can take your skills and experience and solve a problem. It's the overlap of those two things that defines the right place for you to be serving. That's step 1. Step 2 is that you have to choose the right audience. So, and these two things really go together, because when you think about your skills, then picking the right audience to serve is really key. And we go into depth on this much further in the book, and you're going to see some examples of experts in many different lanes. Okay, artists, educators, psychologists, coaches, who are operating in an area that isn't about helping people build their business. Because a lot of times people think the only way to grow a 6 or 7 figure business with online courses is by teaching how to market or how to grow a business. That's not the case. So the key here is to look at what your skill set is and then choose the audience that you want to serve. The third step, after you've got that, it really sets you up to define this next piece, which is to focus on the transformation. And what I mean by that is your course that you are creating is about moving the person that you want to serve from where they are to where they want to be. That's the transformation they're looking for. That's the result they want from the course. I'm here, I want to get there. So getting clear on what that is how you create a really powerful standout online course. The fourth step is that you really need to structure your offers the right way. Most of the time when I see folks that are creating courses and they come into our Create 6-Figure Courses community, the first thing we end up doing is identifying all the different ways you could serve with that online course. Your online course is an entry point for people to do work with you. They might want to do the course and then do coaching. They might want to add on one-to-one time with you, or they want you to critique their work. And we can identify that right out the chute, and you can connect that with your course. That is one way that you can create a lot more impact with just one course. The fifth step is to price it the right way. Okay, the number one thing I see is that most people undervalue the impact of their course. So pricing it based on the value you deliver and what that value means to your audience is the secret. So finding the right price point. And there's ways to do that where you could still serve everybody you want to serve and make your work accessible, but really make sure that you're generating the revenue you need to fund the mission, right? Dr. Becky Branstetter is one of the folks that are in our community, and she's featured in the Expert Called You book that I'm talking about that's in the link here. And in that, in her experience, she was talking about, I just want to help people, right? And she had to get over the hurdle of how to really price for value. The thing to think about is your pricing is about funding the work that you're doing. It's funding the mission you're on. So we got to nail that and get it right. The final step is that when you're building out your course, when you're building out how you're going to market that course, think about how you can automate and systematize every single thing. So you can have your course ads running, you could have a recorded webinar running, you could have emails being sent, you could have people enrolling and paying you, and all of it can be entirely automated, including you teaching the webinar, right? So think from the beginning about how you're going to scale, because the minute your course is out there and people are experiencing it, you're going to start to see even more ways that you can serve, and having the right systems in place allows you to have a much bigger impact. So 6 steps. The steps are in detail in the Expert Called You book. You can dive in, it's free, you can download it right now. Walk through the steps, see the examples of other experts just like you, and then let me know what you see as your opportunity to really create a high impact online course that can help the people that you want to help.